Stephen and Frederick, and this is How I Cook. Welcome back. The studio got an upgrade this week. We got a new cooktop and 2 new ovens. I wish I could thank KitchenAid and Jenn-Air for the appliances as sponsors, but they're not. We had to pay for them. Maybe if you tell your family and friends about my videos and my audience grows, we could get sponsors. Now on to this episode. So we're doing 2 recipes today, a Greek salad, followed by pasta carbonara. So let's start with the salad. Lots of colorful vegetables. It's wonderful, it's fresh, it's light. So we need 2 cucumbers. I've already diced 1 cucumber, I peeled another cucumber. These are regular cucumbers. You can use an English cucumber. They're the thin ones that you see in the supermarket with the plastic on them. The peel is very thin and you can eat the peel. The problem is, in Wegmans this week, one of those cucumbers was $4.99. And these cucumbers were 2 for $3. You know which I've done. So I've peeled the cucumbers, I've cut it in half, and now all you do is you take a spoon and you scrape the seeds out. Why am I scraping the seeds out? Because it will water down the dressing that we're putting on the salad. Very easy. There's a few seeds, it's okay. Great. So I take the 2 halves of the cucumbers and I lay them cut side down, and then I cut them into strips, 3 strips. They don't have to be the same size, and I really don't want them to be the same size. This way, when they're in the salad, they'll all be bite-sized, but they don't need to be uniform. Now, how easy was that? So we'll put the second cucumber in this bowl. And then this is an orange pepper. I cut the 2 ends off it and I took the seeds out. I then cut it, and if you place it down like that, it makes it very easy to cut. So you cut it into strips. And then I turn these strips and I cut them this way. We want them to be bite-sized. Again, irregular pieces are fine. So I'm going to mix everything but the dressing right now in this container that will have a lid. Cucumbers. 2 cucumbers. Green. Orange pepper. Whoops. Yellow pepper. Grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whatever you like. I took them and I cut them. Some I cut in half and some I cut in thirds. Kalamata olives. These are marinated olives that you get at the supermarket. This is between a half cup and a full cup that I've cut up. I love olives. More olives, the better. Oh, and there's a runaway Kalamata. I think I'll eat it. Delicious. So look at all those wonderful colors. I'm going to take them and shake them up gently. Look at that. Nothing more beautiful. So now time for the dressing. First we're going to start with 2/3 of a cup of olive oil, light olive oil. You can see light olive oil. You also buy the dark olive oil. I use that for cooking, frying, that sort of stuff. The light olive oil is for dips and salads. 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. You don't have to use balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, but if you just have regular vinegar or apple cider vinegar in the house, use those. Garlic, minced garlic, a tablespoon. Yes, I know people say not to use this pre-minced stuff, but you know I like things easy. A teaspoon of oregano. All these Mediterranean flavors. The Greek Isles are on the Mediterranean. Some pepper. And some salt. You don't have to put too much salt. Kalamata olives are marinated and they're very salty. Next, we're going to whisk it. Pretty good. And then we bring back the cut up vegetables and olives. I'm going to pour the dressing over here. Pour it all over. Get all the goodness out with a spatula. And then this is the main reason why I have a container with a lid. Again, we're going to shake it up. We want to make sure it covers everything. Do it as gently as possible. You want it to be covered, but you don't want to pulverize anything, especially not the tomatoes. So how easy was that? All ready to go. Well, we want to wait for about an hour, let things marinate. And then also, there's feta cheese that I'm going to add later. I could have cut the feta up and put it in there, but I don't like that. The feta tends to get a little mushy or a little runny or whatever. I like to cut it up and put it on top. So we're going to put this aside, not in the refrigerator, for about an hour. And then we'll be back and we'll do the next recipe and I'll plate and then we'll be done. So it's been about an hour. I did shake this up a few more times. Again, gently as possible. Look at those beautiful colors. So what I'm going to do is scoop some of it out here. Look at how great that looks. And then we need our feta cheese. So this is blocked feta cheese in brine. I recommend getting something like this rather than the crumbles. I know the crumbles are more convenient. I used to get them myself, but the last 2 times I think it was I got them, they really were hard, not just firm, and no flavor. So, all you do is you make your own chunks. I love feta. And then you put it on the salad yourself. Can you cut it up and put it in the salad while it marinates? Absolutely. But there we have it, a nice Greek salad. Okay, going to wipe this up and then we're going to do our next dish. See you in a minute. Now we're going to make spaghetti carbonara. Very few ingredients, very easy and very tasty. But it goes very quickly and you have to keep on top of it. So let's begin. Here I have a pot of boiling water. And to the pot of boiling water, I'm going to add 1/2 pound of spaghetti. This is a pound. That's probably a little less than 1/2 pound. This is very filling. A 1/2 pound will make I would say 4 entree portions or 6 side dish portions. So let me put that aside. Oh, what did I forget? I forgot to salt my boiling water. So I can do it now. Do that. We'll boil it for around 8 minutes. The package says to boil it for 10 minutes. You want to underboil it a little because it's going to continue to cook after we take it out of the boiling water. And here are 3 slices of thick cut bacon. Going to cut this up into small pieces. We're going to fry these, and we want them to be crispy. I've also baked the bacon before and then broke it up into pieces, but this time I'm just going to fry it. Okay, into the frying pan. What a great sound. This smells wonderful. But you knew that. When has bacon not smelled wonderful? Okay, we're going to let that sit for a little. Carbonara has very few ingredients. It's mainly eggs and Parmesan cheese. So, we have 3 large eggs here, extra large eggs here. 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks. Here's how I do it. We go back and forth, pouring out the white yolk. So that's 1 full egg and 2 egg yolks. Let's mix that together. Move the bacon around a little. So the eggs are mixed together. Going to add some black pepper. Quite a bit of black pepper. And this is a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. Yes, you can grate your own Parmesan. But I like to do things easy. And remember, this isn't the right way. This isn't the way you should do it. This is how I cook. So the only other thing we're going to be using is, in this case, we're going to use some peas. These are some frozen peas that we're going to throw in. So for right now, we're just letting the bacon cook and the spaghetti cook. So let me clean a little things up, and then when things are ready, we'll put it all together. So the bacon's ready. Brown little pieces, but the peas are still frozen. How to heat them? Let's put it in with the bacon. The bacon's now on low. We're just going to heat the peas. Make sure they're not frozen. Not really going to cook them very long. The pasta's almost finished. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the pasta water out before I drain it. We may need this when we put the egg mixture with the pasta. If it's too gloppy or too tight, we'll add a little bit of this to loosen it up. I think they're heated. How beautiful is that? putting that to the side, turning off the burners, and I'm now going to drain the pasta. And the hot pasta back in the pot. This is the part that goes very quickly. We're going to be adding the egg mixture like in 3 stages. We then will mix it, add the peas and bacon, and then we're finished. So, all right, ready? Okay, so just put some of it in, and you take your tongs, mix up the pasta and the egg mixture. Next, a little bit more. Put it in. You can see it's melting and coating the pasta nicely. Beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit of that pasta water. And then the last of the egg mixture. You can see this does go very quickly. The burner is not on. That's very important. It's the heat of the pasta in the pot that is cooking the egg. That looks really good. What next? Pea and bacon. Put it all in. I am not wasting any of that bacon. Same thing. Mix with your tongs. Using plastic tongs so I don't scrape my metal pot. I think that looks pretty good. Nice and creamy. Everything's mixed together. I have a plate with my Greek salad. Add my carbonara. And there you have it. I told you it was easy, very few ingredients, and look at how beautiful this is. A Greek salad and pasta carbonara. I hope you enjoyed this episode of How I Cook. I'm Stephen and Frederick. Tell your family and friends about it, and maybe I'll get sponsors. Thanks so much. See you next time.